Hi, I'm Lucy from Lifescaping. I'm a registered holistic nutritionist and I've been helping clients achieve their health goals since 2014. If you're watching this, you've either heard of Metabolic Balance or of me and are interested in finding out whether this might be a good fit for you. I was introduced to the Metabolic Balance program 8 years ago when I had my own struggles with health and weight loss. I had such amazing success with it that I've continued to follow the lifestyle myself. It is the program I recommend the most to my clients to help them lose their weight and achieve their health goals. In this video, I'll talk about where metabolic balance came from and how it helps your body. I'll give you an explanation of how and why it works. We'll go through the basics of what an eating plan looks like and what you do to get the results you want. We'll talk about what's involved in working with the lifestyle coach and what to expect and how to sustain your results. So what is metabolic balance? Well, first of all, it's not a diet. It's an all-natural eating and nutrition plan that was developed over 25 years ago by Dr. Funfact in Germany. Originally designed to help his patients with type 2 diabetes, he also found that it always resulted in weight loss. By studying the chemistry of the patient's blood work and matching it with the chemistry of the right foods, Dr. Funfact found he could customize the foods they ate to help them look and feel better. Metabolic balance does this by balancing your hormones and optimizing your body's own health. It leads to a new, sustainable eating lifestyle that results in successful long-term weight management. The creation of a metabolic balance plan is managed by a dedicated team of physicians, chemists, and nutritional scientists. Together, they create a truly personalized nutrition plan customized for you based on a blood test, medical history, and personal likes and dislikes. Your personalized plan acts as your roadmap, indicating foods you should eat in order to orchestrate the biochemical changes needed for reaching your desired weight and your health goal. Metabolic balance is also 100% natural. There are no prescribed injections, pills, shakes, or foods sold by the company. Nor are you required to keep points or count calories. Your local grocery store and farmers market can easily provide all of the wholesome, nutrient-rich foods listed on your plan. So what can you expect from your metabolic balance plan? Weight loss and improved energy, hormonal balance. Once your main weight gain hormone is balanced, your other hormones will begin to fall into place as well. This can result in many health benefits that I'll go through on a later slide. Improved immune function, potential reduction or elimination of the need of certain medications like high blood pressure, cholesterol, and diabetic medication. Keeping your doctor aware of what you're doing will allow him or her to keep an eye on you for those sorts of improvements. Other things to expect are things like better sleep, improved mood, and less bowel and stomach problems. You can also expect reduced allergies and intolerances, less joint pain and inflammation. You can expect a potential benefit for sufferers of type 2 diabetes, arthritis, PCOS, and metabolic syndrome. This program has the highest success rate of any weight loss program for lifelong health benefits and weight management. And there are no heavy physical workouts needed for you to begin the weight loss and the fat burning. Your body will automatically begin to feel like being active as you progress through the program. So, how does metabolic balance work? Well, the creation of your custom plan is based on the results of your blood work and your time spent with me discussing your health history. Your blood work is the key piece of the puzzle, as that is what allows the team to customize a plan to your body's needs. When that's coupled with your health history, it allows us to create a nutritional eating plan where we can use selected foods as a prescription to help you. We then pair this with coaching you in a new eating lifestyle by following 8 special daily rules about how you eat. All of that combined adds up to the sustainable results you want. So let's talk about the 8 rules. Rule number 1 is to eat 3 meals a day and to eat exactly the amounts indicated on your plan. The number one hormone we're working on balancing in your body is insulin, and eating only 3 well-balanced meals per day is critical to regulating your insulin. Rest assured that you'll be comfortable. Your meals are designed to keep you full in between and help eliminate the need for snacking. I'll talk more about insulin on a later slide. Rule number 2 is to ensure there is a 5-hour break between meals. This is to give your insulin and your digestive system a chance to stabilize between meals. Rule number 3, make sure each meal lasts no longer than 60 minutes. This rule is for people who like to eat a little bit many times throughout the day, or those who, like me, and will sip on coffee or tea past the hour. Believe me, that's easy to do. We need to make sure we give your insulin a rest and your digestive system a break in between. So meals need to be finished within 60 minutes. Rule number 4, begin every meal with 1 bite of protein or 2 bites of protein. When you eat some protein first, your body does two good things. It releases a hormone called glucagon, which helps slow down the release of insulin as you continue to eat. Second, it also signals another hormone to be released that will help your body know when it's full. Rule number 5, be sure to have only 1 protein at each meal and eat 3 different proteins per day. So each meal is a different protein. This helps you get the maximum absorption of the important amino acids that your body needs from the proteins. This is something else I'll talk about on a later slide. Rule number 6, if possible, don't eat after 9 p.m. or at least finish eating a minimum of 3 hours before bed. Rule number 7, you'll be given a water prescription. It is imperative that you drink your allotted water per day. Water plays such a vital role in your body's ability to excrete toxins, and getting toxins out is crucial. A large amount of weight loss happens through urine. You have to give your body the tools that it needs, so your water prescription is very important. Rule number 8, make sure you eat an apple every day. Choose one of your meals to include your daily apple. An apple is a power-packed multivitamin. It lowers your uric acid and it helps to draw toxins to the colon for elimination. Remember, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So what are all these 8 rules designed to do? I mentioned earlier that we would talk a little bit more about the main weight gain hormone, and that hormone is insulin. Insulin plays a critical role in your digestion, but it also has a major effect on many of your other body's other hormones. When your insulin is chronically too high because of poor eating habits, many of your other hormones and blood values are affected negatively. The 8 rules are designed to help you adjust your eating habits to help lower your insulin levels, which in turn will start to balance your other hormones. This slide shows what having chronically high insulin does to your other hormones and your overall health and well-being. When your insulin is elevated, other bad things like your cholesterol go up, your triglycerides, which is the fat concentration in your blood, goes up. It will elevate your stress hormones, adrenaline, as well as cortisol. All of these are unhealthy for you and lead to a body environment where fat builds up. On the flip side, elevated insulin means good hormones go down. Your melatonin goes down, making sleep very difficult. Your DHEA goes down, so your body loses the ability to make other hormones it needs. Human growth hormone lowers. This one regulates muscles and bone growth. And something else that too much insulin prevents is your ability to break down fat. Actually, with too much insulin, your body increases its ability to build up fat and loses its ability to break down fat. So this is why you want to develop eating habits to keep your insulin low throughout the whole day. So why does rule number 1 say you should only eat 3 meals a day? Well, many people are grazers who've been taught that they should eat 5 or 6 small meals a day to help keep their metabolism going. In reality, every time you consume food, it increases your insulin level to some degree. Eating sugars and starches will spike it heavily, proteins and fats not as much. Here's a picture to show what happens to your insulin level when you eat too often. The dark blue line that snakes through the middle of the picture represents your insulin level. The high peaks in that line show what happens to your insulin level each time you eat breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, supper, snack. So you have 6 meals a day here. Here's the problem. Everywhere it's light green under the top peaks is where your body is storing fat due to too much insulin. Where you see the filled in purple in the bottom area, these are times when your body has a chance to burn fat. The trouble with 6 meals a day is not only are you storing excess fat 6 times a day, you also end up with more fat storage time than any fat burning time. With the metabolic balance 3 meals a day, you have fewer peaks of insulin and much longer periods between meals to allow your body the ability to burn off fat. Every time you consume a metabolic balance meal, your insulin will go up naturally and come down within 2 hours. So 3 meals a day with 5 hours in between means your body is burning fat for 18 hours out of 24 hours in a day. This is why 3 meals a day is very important. So we consistently manage that insulin response and we have your body burn that energy as frequently throughout the day as possible. If you eat too frequently, your body doesn't get the chance to burn fat or lose weight. Okay, let's talk about rule number 5, why it's important to eat only 1 protein per meal. Every protein is made up of a different mix of 8 amino acids. This picture shows you 4 proteins. You've got the eggs, the cow's milk, the soybean, and the white bread. Yes, white bread has a little bit of protein in it. You can see how they all have varying levels of the amino acids. When you eat, your body breaks proteins down into these individual amino acids. They are what get absorbed through the intestinal wall, and your body uses them for building and repairing itself. But there's a catch. Your body can only use the amino acids in a protein up to the level of the lowest amino acid in that protein. All the amino acids above that become waste in your body and make your body more acidic. Now, acidity creates the right environment for disease. You'll notice in our picture that in eggs, the amino acids are all the same. This means in an egg, your body can use all of the amino acids. There's no waste. An egg is said to have the biological value of 100 because your body can use all of its amino acids. It's considered the perfect protein. There are no waste left, or there is no waste left. On the other hand, if you look at white bread on the other side, the amino acid lysine is very low at 44. So your body will only use the protein in white bread up to 44. All the rest of the amino acids are wasted and contribute to making your body more acidic. So why not eat 2 proteins at once? Well, if you combine a good protein like an egg and a bad protein like a white bread and make an egg sandwich, every amino acid above the lysine in the white bread will become waste, and so will anything above the same level in the egg. Again, this contributes to an acidic body. So eating a good variety of proteins means you get a balance of all the amino acids, and not mixing means you avoid excess acidity in your body, which helps avoid disease. So that's enough about the science behind how and why this works. Once you have your personal plan, Metabolic Balance has steps that you follow. It's broken up into 4 phases. Phase 1 is the preparation phase. This is a very gentle system cleanse followed by 2 days of specialized eating, usually mainly vegetables, designed to prepare your body for weight loss and help to eliminate overpowering cravings for carbs and sugars. From there, you move into phase 2, the strong dietary phase. This lasts for at least 14 days. This is where serious weight loss will start, and it's vital during this phase that you stick to your eating only as your plan describes. That means following the 8 rules and eating exactly the amount and types of foods in the meal suggestions on your plan. Your plan has been designed specifically to help you or your body lose weight and get healthier. If you don't follow your plan, it will take much longer to achieve the success that you're hoping for. Once you've completed phase 2, you move into phase 3. This is a much more relaxed version of phase 2. You get to add more food choices, various healthy oils, and this is where we bring in treat meals on special days. This phase becomes more relaxed as a way of beginning to teach you how to make this healthier style of eating a lifestyle. You will stay in phase 3 until you've accomplished your desired goal. It's important that you keep in mind that your desired goal is not necessarily a body weight goal, but an all-around health and feeling better goal. You want to have good energy, good sleep, mental clarity, and reduced aches and pains. I coach my clients in what I call the 4 pillars of health: nutrition, exercise, sleep, and stress management. I'll give you simple protocols to help you develop new habits to help with these, along with eating well. And as this becomes second nature, you'll graduate into phase 4. You've made it. We'll still have regular accountability check-ins to make sure you're comfortable. You now know how to maintain your success indefinitely. You'll understand how to put guardrails in place to help keep you on track. And even more important, if you ever get off track, you'll be able to go back to your plan and know exactly what to do. That's the magic that makes this so much better than a diet. So to give you a sense of what your plan will look like, here's one page pulled from a sample meal plan. This page shows you examples of how 3 full days of meals, breakfasts, lunch, and dinners can be prepared. The blue, green, and orange colors are only to make it easier to look at. The type of foods and the amounts by weight that you're supposed to eat are listed for each meal. You simply use these as a guide to prepare each meal. And keep in mind that for each type of food shown, say for a meat, for example, under the blue dinner, you will have a whole list of choices of acceptable meats that you'll find in your individual food list pages of your plan. There's also lots of variety. You don't have to stick to all the same color in one day. For example, one day you can have a blue breakfast, an orange lunch, and a green dinner. It's your choice. So if you think about it, these 3 example days can be turned into hundreds of different meal choices. My clients love how flexible these suggestions are. I will go through your meal plan with you and show you how to use these meal options. And here's an example of one of the food list pages I mentioned, where you can see how many choices you have to prepare your meals. This page shows protein selections. This particular client has a number of fish and seafood options. There's a number of meat, poultry, yogurt, cheese, legumes, and nuts and seeds to choose from as well. Quite often, eggs are listed as well. Again, every plan will be different depending on your chemistry. Here's a sample of carbohydrate foods list page. This includes vegetables, lettuce, breads, and fruits that can be mixed and matched into meals. As you can see, there's typically a wide variety of approved choices to help you create lots of variety in what you're eating. You won't ever be stuck having to eat the same things over and over if you don't want to. So having seen all that about how metabolic balance works, how successful are our clients at achieving their weight loss goals compared to other weight loss options? Well, a global health governing body has set standards that say weight loss plan can only be called a weight loss plan if a person can lose 5% of their body weight and then maintain that lower weight for 1 year. If you think about it, 5% isn't a lot. That means a 200-pound person loses only 10 pounds, so that might not seem to be a hard goal to achieve. Well, would you believe that Weight Watchers, the second most popular weight loss plan in the world, only has a 22% of its clients achieve this goal? Only 22% of Weight Watchers clients can lose 5% of their weight and keep it off for 1 year. That's less than a quarter of the people. And all of the other programs like Jenny Craig, the Zone Diet, Keto, different shake diets are all less successful than that. Statistically, Metabolic Balance has the highest success rate of any weight loss program in the world, with more than 65% of its clients losing more than 5%, and they keep their weight off for more than a year. That's 3 times more success for the people following Metabolic Balance than the next closest weight loss option. That's because Metabolic Balance isn't a diet. It's a new sustainable eating lifestyle. Our clients know what to do. So how much weight should you expect to lose? Well, while every person's body will respond differently, a realistic expectation is as follows. You'll lose 5% to 8% of your total body weight during the 16-day strong dietary reset period. That is when your body is reducing inflammation, stimulating enzymes, balancing hormones, flushing out toxins. Your body goes through a lot in the first 16 days. After the 16 days, 1% to 2% of your total body weight per week until you reach your goal. In general, women lose 1 to 2 pounds a week and men lose 2 to 3 pounds a week. But even more exciting, you'll be delighted with how much better you feel. Here's what happened to me when I first began to follow Metabolic Balance. It was over 9 years ago. I lost 20 pounds in 2 months and have been able to successfully maintain my weight and health by following the Metabolic Balance eating lifestyle ever since. And I love it. I love how I feel. I'm not tired when I get up. I sleep well. Everything is better. Sylvie lost 30 pounds in 12 weeks. Anna here lost 24 pounds in 12 weeks. The great thing about Anna is that Anna always ate very healthily but couldn't lose the weight. It wasn't until she got the tricks from Metabolic Balance that the weight finally came off. Menopausal weight is a hard one to get rid of, and this is amazing for that. Graham here is my pride and joy. He was quite young when he came to me. He lost 62 pounds in 16 weeks. He went to school with my daughter, and what she told me was how much more confidence he had built after he had lost his weight. And he was talking happier and to more people and so on. So that was an amazing little thing that happened with him. So that's what Metabolic Balance is all about. That's how and why it works. It's all based on a blood test, modern science, and research, and eating real food you buy at the grocery store. No pills, shots, or shakes. So if you think you'd like to know more or a little bit more about whether this can help you to finally get on the path to where you want to be, I've got a few more slides here to explain how my coaching program works, what you get, and how much it costs. When you register for a program, we'll schedule your first consultation. All of our coaching consults throughout the program are typically done by Zoom calls. This is for convenience. There is no need for you to drive to me. But if you prefer, I'm happy to meet in person. For your very first consultation, we'll go through an evaluation of your health goals, meaning what you're looking to accomplish in both weight loss and feeling better. We'll complete a medical assessment, and I'll have you complete some intake forms. These are the business documents of the process. We'll evaluate how my 4 pillars of health, which is nutrition, exercise, sleep, and stress management, are affecting your life now so that we can see where you're at and where you want to be. This really helps me to get to know you better also. I'll also send you a welcome to the program package with information about the program and your requisition form for blood work. And remember, you can text or email me anytime. Once we've received your blood test results, I'll combine it with all the assessment information and create a profile for you. We'll then meet briefly to review it all, make sure it's accurate and that you're comfortable with it. I'll then send it off to the doctors in Germany to have your eating plan generated. Your new eating plan will arrive within 1 week, and that's when we'll schedule meeting number 3. I'll go through your plan with you, page by page, step by step, to ensure that it makes sense to you. We'll go over any questions you may have to make sure you're as comfortable as possible with what you need to do to get started. I'll also give you a little homework to read over the entire plan, all the pages at least twice, to help to ensure you're nice and familiar with it, and so you know where all the information is located. We'll also get you set up with your private phone app so that you can have easy access online to your plan at all times. We'll then select the date that you want to start. During the first 16 days, we'll stay in very close contact through texts and emails. This way we can monitor your progress and I can answer any questions you may have. Around day 14 or 15, we'll meet again to review your progress, and we'll also begin to talk about phase 3. At this point, it'll be time to get you familiar with how you can begin adding new foods to your list and how to pay attention to any reactions these foods may cause. We typically plan for you to be implementing phase 3 after about 16 days. Metabolic balance is not a short-term solution. It's not a diet. Our goal together is to implement sustainable, lasting adjustments to your eating habits. These will help you feel better and keep your weight under control indefinitely. We want you to never have to diet again. We'll continue with your weekly accountability check-ins until your 6 months is over. These are vitally important for your success both mentally and physically. While you're losing weight, you are practicing these new eating habits and becoming familiar with the day-to-day variations and changes in your body. Weekly check-ins allow us to track your progress, celebrate your success, and discuss any concerns or adjustments needed as they come up. This way, you're gradually making this a new lifestyle. At the 3-month mark, we'll meet again. We'll discuss your progress and evaluate the improvements in your life as they relate to the 4 pillars of health: nutrition, exercise, sleep, and stress management. We'll make adjustments to your protocols as needed to make sure you continue to advance towards your goal. And then the last and final meeting is when you're at the 24th week mark. You have now been following the program for 6 months. We'll go over how to sustain and stay balanced for life. Whether you've accomplished your goal or not yet, you'll be given a full package outlining the changes in the maintenance phase. We'll review exactly what to do if you feel yourself slipping. I'll absolutely make sure you're set for life. So you'll have all the tools that you need to continue on your health and wellness journey. To summarize, here's what you get and what it costs. The program includes the requisition form for your blood work, as well as the personal assessment, a complete 34-page custom nutrition plan from Metabolic Balance doctors in Germany, a bioelectrical impedance personal scale. This will give us important information on your body's progress over and above just your weight. I want to have a better understanding of how your body is progressing relative to things like visceral fat, which is the fatty tissue around your organs, your muscle mass, your body fat percentage, your hydration, and so on. This specialized scale is going to give us all of this information. We'll use this information for your weekly accountability check-ins. You'll also get up to 6 months of personal coaching. There are no additional costs ever again other than your food, and you'll always have your plan for future reference whenever you need it. There's a one-time fee to cover the cost of the lab, your plan, and your coaching. From there, you're really truly set for life. This program retails for $15.99 plus tax, but because you're watching this and you've been referred by someone, you have our lowest price of $12.97 plus tax. This is Dr. Wolf-Fun Fact, and he said, if you can better regulate your body's levels of blood glucose and insulin, your body will make itself healthier than it is now, and it will go to the size that it should be. Thank you so much for your attention, and thank you for taking the time to tune into this video. Again, I really look forward to the opportunity to work with you. I have seen amazing transformations with this program. It has been life-changing for me to see how amazing it is when you implement the right foods for your biochemistry and you fuel the body properly. The other thing I'll point out is this program is so realistic. I work with so many variations of clients. The one thing they all have in common is that they are all busy, so they need a simplified nutrition plan that they can integrate into their daily life that works and makes sense to them. So again, I'm very excited to work with you. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. My number is on the slide.